a studio B ewo a nimdie showroom sabre yensem no stories abeka yensa ewo my Ghana o political news etwego sabre yemonwura ensem no emu
ebesi sene kwa yenyante de akosi eti na say our president na wa a president ebra okono na speaker of parliament no Ghana na onia. That is the first question you should ask yourself, whether or not the speaker of parliament was in Ghana before the president left this country and I said jurisdiction of this country. In the case of Joe Ajahu matter no echo court Emma honorable Joe Ajahu case no court no Supreme Court declare say a president wa ha na we free her the the physical presence of the president must be felt. That means that president no was send a physical presence and a Ghana ha. It is a unia na otu kwanya enye social media so who president say on the Facebook. Enti ora asare the ote na also already the 1992 constitution ye enye de na adwene kire no. Because by virtue of article 130 and article 21 of the 1992 constitution of the Republic of Ghana no a Supreme Court on kwan etimi kire sa constitution we the entire Supreme Court etimi kire mu say this particular constitution no spirit na wo mo honhom na spirit na according to Justice Sowa wanya ni ba bi ko 24 verses Attorney General Justice Sowa say the national constitution is a living organism capable of growth, and this constitution, it has a spirit. In order to understand the spirit, in order to understand any provision in the constitution, you need to understand the spirit of the constitution. It is one spirit in a constitution home. Na home ne wonu mu no sa home no mani nyini na just what home no ase. Sa won te home no ase anya dia obetimi the constitution in chirechire mu papa ba. Na obi ote constitution no home na ase ne nkwa ye Supreme Court. Etina by virtue of article 130 say nyansafo no mo Supreme Court o ye jaja just wa koduru ho ansa na wo bete constitution na se pa yi eno nkire say judge for na wo high court any court of appeal nyina ante ase o mo te ase say be wo so
we dey me patch lawyer fa cha binti note be bia o dey see da bia be kai kwakwaza de na onumom na ekire or say the idea that the president can't govern from abroad is a myth crafted by Dateba, not the constitution. Time to bury it, which means he's not in support
he's
of
not in support of Dateba. Okay. Over Dateba, Emma constitution a purposive interpretation of the constitution. Okay. You what the purpose and you what literal meaning. Literal meaning is a constitution obia fa also a MP na or a Ghanaian or fa or Kenkaya. The one who city as na but it is how kind the book of Daniels and Hebrews. Here say obi anyame bie wani before ansa na abete the book of Daniels ni Hebrews. What can Daniel ho ba bia chapter 2 ho ko ba bia. Ebeka kire wo say na wo mo da form dotie mu nyina bebre be nyane. Na binum be ko dan kwam na binum so akọ ahohiehi ahohram. Does it mean that net so mo wu nyina mo nsore ana o se ebinum omo omomanya adakam na mu kwa asase ase no o se emu bebrebe nyane. That means that one tra one we abaka say Daniel person wo kire say the book of Daniel person wo kire say enipa ne mu bi bebrebe nyane nti bi nya den ensore. That is not but to samba provision ni ba bia na Bible ne ba bia be sa kire wo say na wo mo da form dotie mu nyina be nyane na obi akwa agya nanim no obu obi atense de ne nyuma setie na Daniel ofeli wo ho ana one kind the book of Daniel ni ya Bible concordance ni ade ni ya on te Daniel ase because ye hintasem na Daniel ka it is a Hebrews sana article 130 ne tie 130 no abi o mani ene na mo no aba be hunu constitution o ma amomu tuni ana Supreme Court justices no mate ase ite ko ba say Justice Dateba o chirechire mu no wa ma no purpose asare versus Attorney General no wa ma no o ma purposive meaning the purpose eti ade yes provision no eto mo kire say when the president okay to 4 versus Attorney General no kwa eni asare na hwe o mo say when the president travels, when the president is unable to perform his functions, unable no ana owura asare de court say unable no e wo say e kire say president ni incapable na wayare ana owura Dateba aye justice Dateba e din chirechire mu ba say unable no and just say when the president also travels outside the jurisdiction of this country and also your inability. If the president need to quite free or my whim no quite just want perform more because there are certain duties the only lacuna to create that a constitution say antre adia or outside obetimi aye ana antre adia nso or ha na physical presence no obetimi aye e ho ne e lacuna just your call for further interpretation of the law the Supreme Court mu. But the point is e ho na owura that ben ka se kase ye no inability no nko a e be te say president yare nko a ana wo infirmity of mind ana said ho dodo no a eno nko na wontimi mu ban. Now what about president na tu kwan no okwa e che say is unable because ye meeting bi wo baabi ontimi mu ntia ye de ka ho ne ama ne purposive meaning and na owura that ban de bae. And every constitutional provision be our can be okay, that is the very foundation of our legal system. The actually say I was so many golden rule. The golden rule is the purposive what ruling, the purposive meaning. The purpose the mass our constitution no identity framers of the constitution in the year and one green and was okay and then the purpose into rather that by any dino and untina or man a purposive meaning say inability of the president does not necessarily mean say president no hold on. But when the president also travels outside the jurisdiction of this country and also inability
okay
and no man a purposive and then na ora koku azan disagrees by a lawyer say judgment judgment ebi no pene so ebi disagree we disagree and now san kwa appeal meboa kwa appeal ne say root ya na chese de nyansafo ne ka no eno na wo mu enti kwa azan de jurisprudence obetimi atro ono ankasa ne theory I criticize wo but that is the decision as it stands now.
Oh okay.
That is the decision. The purposive meaning was given to that provision. I don't still want to know who I say. A person watch a chinchina trying to honor the court Supreme Court. And no pepe and nanka was here, man, a young man in Tino, who so criticize it, or rather teba. Of which I disagree in total with him. I disagree completely with him. I say, why not or he was trying to give it a literal meaning. Say inability to just obey to perform. And now broaden English language, you know, say inability does not necessarily mean say obi yare kwa. But inability could also mean when the president travels outside the jurisdiction of this country, he's unable.
It's not just a kwaza radio who say
no uncle ni favor nintino or that and nintino they are to Facebook wall. I was reading it and I'm also a lawyer. So I was reading and said that he has also gotten it wrong. Okay.
Okay. To the because all the will be the points there. In this case, President Kono, I do know say that speaker any your mind.
Yeah.
Speaker any holo. And Casano layman, you know, why that's a president extra edemano and notified to say me to quay.
You see, me that say on say Speaker of Parliament, or Chief Justice in the Chief Justice we are suspended to Speaker of Parliament in why wanna name sini because Speaker of Parliament no say ya war. Ubenya na bedi actually. Also more second okay. But my information minim I stand to be corrected. I say Speaker no cry by na week no san koye. Me I stand to be corrected. Say no cry enya no cry. It at the time president speaker sakona president yawe and if the president intended to leave this country and I wanted to leave this country I was sent the letter no kobo speaker man and I say also speaker no they are not na name no am say first omo odi am the friend no first deputy
speaker
speaker it also about first deputy speaker no amane first deputy speaker no second deputy speaker and so on omo kura ni one ma ubenya majority and minority leaders no and so then you can inform them that no obetimi de akọ no more and so ama na the ten say onobu jo ajahu ensem by sa na the Supreme Court kan say e basa was say nipa na oba besia na osue oath of allegiance publicly that means obesue ama Ghana man nyina ahwe say ono ne the president at the moment ho no obi ehun ni say eno ne ade a Supreme Court de aba. They said na esan wa lapses kakra. I said the other man for ye law, constitutional law, any theory of law no na question e bi say I want to say na ko ba say osue ni in wie na president no so ko no kasa afi dem afa country na And also these are some of the lapses.
Say we are what's why
we know also Madam Fortuna Utogo and Orlando don't step in this country again because I'm now the commander-in-chief of Ghana Armed Forces. So much more allegiance to me.
Well, if you want to say there is that probability.
There is that probability when the theory of law, when you study the jurisprudence, the legal theory, and these are questions to ask. And to be able to say it's lawyer, emrana. You see,
I be who say because
one day,
yes,
one day, Obibe suye in no akacha say me my for mine. But you read President Mahama YCCI, which is very, very, very dangerous. KK, Mami Kancho, as it stands now, CCI Yohi, Manus is similar, so I don't wish that evil. I don't wish Ghana evil. But CCI said military man be and our police ni be a castle for mine obi antimi blemono. The reason being that as it stands now, there is no precedent in Ghana. And within a minute, anything at all can happen to this country, which is very, very dangerous. So we are in a constitutional.
But so there's the national security apparatus.
Who is the national security? International security. There is a constitutional crisis, and based on the crisis created by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, obi betimi afa country no and year within a minute. Me no ka say a minute. E betimi aba say ubon sa afi the alarm aswa. I say obi are taking over the country. When it happens like that, who is to be blamed? Who is blamable? You see, NDC government, that is His Excellency President Mahama, is to be blamed, and he is blamable. The reason being that, already Article 60 clause 1, or say, there shall be a vice president of Ghana who shall perform such function as may be assigned to him by this constitution by the president. The ever is a president to kwan krana, the vice president no obetima yedumadia was so ye no kase ni ba bia vice president wo de atiane se oyare e wo lande ye hunu ye maye consistent brief e kire se president ni say na ho oden e vice president no na mame hwe se ye hwe ade bi wo article 60 clause 1 60 11 and 12 article 60 and akode for no omo say omo from the constitutional law my and also constitutional.
Oh, I know it's in order.
Now, you have Article 60 clause 11 and 12 clause 1 sub clause 11 and 12. Article 60 11 or say where the president and the vice president are both unable